Introduction to Australian wildlife. Australia is a land of diverse and fascinating wildlife, with many unique species found nowhere else on Earth. From the adorable koalas and kangaroos to the deadly spiders and snakes, the Australian wilderness is home to an incredible array of creatures. The vast outback, lush rainforests, and stunning coastlines provide varied habitats for these animals, shaping their behaviors and characteristics. Exploring the world of Australian wildlife allows us to appreciate the beauty and complexity of nature, and understand the importance of conservation efforts to protect these extraordinary species. Unique and diverse ecosystems. Australia is renowned for its unique and diverse ecosystems, ranging from lush tropical rainforests to vast arid deserts. The vibrant and colorful tropical foliage in the north boasts an incredible array of plant and animal species, with soft golden sunlight filtering through the dense canopy. Unique and diverse ecosystems. Conversely, the arid outback showcases an entirely different landscape, characterized by sprawling red deserts and sparse, hardy vegetation. The interplay of light and shadow in this harsh environment creates a captivating and otherworldly scene, unique to the Australian continent. Iconic Australian wildlife: kangaroos, koalas, and wombats. Kangaroos. These iconic marsupials are known for their powerful hind legs, large feet, and pouches. They are often found hopping across the open plains or grazing on grass. They are a symbol of resilience and adaptability, often depicted in Australian culture and media. It is found across the country from open grasslands to forests. Iconic Australian wildlife: kangaroos, koalas, and wombats. Koalas. Adorable and cuddly, koalas are famous for their arboreal lifestyle and diet of eucalyptus leaves. They can be spotted napping in the trees of eucalypt forests. Though they are often called as koala bear, they are not bears at all, but rather marsupials. Unfortunately, koalas face threats such as habitat loss and disease, making conservation efforts crucial for their survival. Iconic Australian wildlife: kangaroos, koalas, and wombats. Wombats. With their sturdy build and burrowing behavior, wombats are a unique sight. They are often seen emerging from their burrows at night, foraging for food in the Australian bush. Wombats are herbivorous, feeding on grasses, roots, and bark. While they may not be as famous as kangaroos or koalas, they are an important part of Australian ecosystem. Iconic Australian wildlife: kangaroos, koalas, and wombats. These three animals are not only beloved symbols of Australia but also play essential roles in their respective ecosystems, highlighting the unique biodiversity of the continent. Threatened and endangered species. Eastern barred bandicoot. The eastern barred bandicoot, native to Australia, specifically found in Victoria's grasslands and woodlands, is a small marsupial facing severe threats from habitat loss and introduced predators. Their distinct bandit-like appearance and elusive nature make them captivating yet vulnerable. With their short stocky bodies and pointed snouts, they are adept insectivores, relying on digging with their strong forelimbs to find food. Threatened and endangered species. Mallee emu wren. The Mallee emu wren, a tiny bird species specifically found in the Mallee region of Victoria and South Australia, is on the brink of extinction due to habitat destruction and altered fire regimes. They are known for their distinctive long, thin tail feathers and are highly adaptable to the dense scrubland habitat they inhabit. Their endearing appearance and intricate plumage make them a symbol of Australia's fragile ecosystems. Threatened and endangered species. Northern hairy-nosed wombat. The northern hairy-nosed wombat, one of the rarest mammals in the world, is critically endangered due to habitat encroachment and competition with introduced species. Their endearing nature and family-oriented behavior underscore the urgency of conservation efforts. Unfortunately, this species is critically endangered primarily due to habitat loss, competition with livestock. Conservation efforts are crucial to the survival of this iconic Australian species. Conservation efforts and challenges. Conservation efforts. Over the years, Australia has implemented various conservation efforts to protect its unique wildlife. Initiatives such as wildlife reserves, national parks, and habitat restoration projects aim to preserve the natural habitats of iconic species and promote biodiversity. Additionally, organizations and volunteers work tirelessly to rehabilitate injured or orphaned wildlife, contributing to the conservation of native species. Conservation efforts and challenges. Challenges faced. Australia also faces significant challenges in wildlife conservation. Habitat destruction, climate change, invasive species, and human-wildlife conflicts pose serious threats to the survival of many species. Balancing economic development with conservation efforts is an ongoing challenge, requiring strategic planning and cooperation among stakeholders to ensure the long-term sustainability of Australia's wildlife. Conservation efforts and challenges. Future sustainability. Looking ahead, there is a growing emphasis on sustainable practices and innovative conservation strategies to mitigate the impact of human activities on wildlife. Collaborative research, community engagement, and education initiatives play a crucial role in raising awareness and fostering a sense of responsibility towards protecting Australia's diverse and precious wildlife. Indigenous perspectives on wildlife. Indigenous Australians have a deeply spiritual and cultural connection to the land and its wildlife. Their perspectives on wildlife are rooted in a profound respect for the natural world and a belief in the interconnectedness of all living beings. Animals are not seen merely as resources or subjects for study, but as part of a complex web of kinship and responsibility. This holistic view of wildlife influences the traditional ecological knowledge and conservation practices of Indigenous communities. Indigenous perspectives on wildlife. Through storytelling, art, and ceremonies, Indigenous Australians pass down knowledge about the behavior, habitats, and significance of various wildlife species. This oral tradition holds invaluable wisdom for understanding and preserving the delicate balance of Australia's ecosystems. Additionally, Indigenous land management practices, such as controlled burning, demonstrate a deep understanding of how to coexist with wildlife while maintaining a healthy environment. Moreover, Indigenous perspectives emphasize the need for sustainable practices and the protection of wildlife for future generations. This includes advocating for collaborative conservation efforts that honor Indigenous rights and incorporate traditional ecological knowledge into modern conservation strategies. By recognizing and valuing Indigenous perspectives on wildlife, we can work towards a more inclusive and effective approach to preserving Australia's unique biodiversity. Indigenous perspectives on wildlife. This image captures the essence of an Indigenous elder sharing traditional knowledge about wildlife with younger generations around a campfire. The warm glow of the fire illuminates the elder's weathered face as they speak with wisdom and passion, creating a scene that reflects the deep connection between Indigenous communities and the natural world. Wildlife tourism in Australia. Australia is renowned for its diverse and captivating wildlife, making it a prime destination for wildlife tourism enthusiasts. The country offers a myriad of experiences, from witnessing unique marsupials in their natural habitats to birdwatching in lush rainforests. Visitors can embark on guided tours led by knowledgeable local experts who provide insights into the behavior and conservation efforts surrounding Australia's iconic species. Moreover, wildlife sanctuaries and national parks offer immersive experiences, allowing tourists to observe and learn about native species while contributing to their preservation. Additionally, the country's coastal regions provide opportunities for marine wildlife encounters, including whale watching and snorkeling with vibrant fish species and marine turtles. Wildlife rescue and rehabilitation. Emergency response. Wildlife rescue teams are often the first respondents to animals in distress, providing immediate medical care, shelter, and support. Specialized care facilities. There are dedicated wildlife rehabilitation centers equipped to handle the specific needs of injured, orphaned, or displaced animals. Wildlife rescue and rehabilitation. Release and monitoring. Successfully rehabilitated animals are carefully reintroduced to their natural habitats and monitored for their well-being. Education and outreach. Many rehabilitation programs include educational initiatives to raise awareness about wildlife conservation and human impact on natural ecosystems. Interactions between humans and wildlife. Wildlife conservation initiatives. Human-wildlife interactions in Australia are characterized by ongoing conservation efforts aimed at preserving the diverse ecosystems and species. Conservation initiatives involve creating wildlife corridors, establishing protected areas, and implementing sustainable management practices to minimize human impact on wildlife habitats. These efforts also focus on raising awareness about the importance of coexisting with wildlife and the significance of maintaining ecological balance. Challenges and conflicts. The coexistence of humans and wildlife in Australia presents unique challenges such as conflicts arising from urbanization, agricultural expansion, and resource exploitation. These conflicts can lead to human-wildlife encounters, posing risks to both parties. Additionally, the introduction of invasive species further complicates the dynamics between humans and native wildlife, requiring strategic interventions to mitigate the impact on the ecosystem. Indigenous perspectives. Indigenous communities in Australia hold valuable knowledge and traditions related to interacting with wildlife. Their deep connection to the land and wildlife has contributed to sustainable practices and a holistic understanding of conservation. Incorporating Indigenous perspectives into wildlife management can offer insights into harmonious coexistence and effective conservation strategies. Educational outreach and awareness. Educational programs and community engagement play a crucial role in fostering positive interactions between humans and wildlife. These initiatives aim to promote responsible behavior, ethical wildlife viewing practices, and the appreciation of Australia's unique natural heritage. By fostering a sense of stewardship and respect for wildlife, the potential for constructive human-wildlife interactions is enhanced. Conclusion: the importance of protecting Australia's unique wildlife. Biodiversity preservation. Australia's unique wildlife contributes to the country's biodiversity, which is essential for maintaining ecological balance and sustaining healthy ecosystems. Protecting these species helps preserve the natural diversity and integrity of Australia's environment. Economic and ecotourism benefits. The conservation of Australia's wildlife plays a crucial role in supporting the tourism industry, attracting visitors who are interested in experiencing the country's remarkable and rare wildlife. This, in turn, contributes to the local economy and creates job opportunities.
Conclusion: the importance of protecting Australia's unique wildlife. Cultural and historical significance. Many Indigenous communities in Australia have deep cultural connections to the unique wildlife, considering them integral to their traditions and heritage. Preserving these species is vital for respecting and safeguarding Indigenous knowledge and traditions. Educational and research value. Australia's diverse wildlife provides valuable opportunities for research and education. By protecting these species, we ensure that future generations have access to valuable learning experiences and insights into the natural world.